and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Build Your Own Website series brought to you by dwt.ut.co.cc. Today in this tutorial we are going to be working on how to build a logo for your website. Now, what is a logo and how exactly does it help your website is a very common question. And the answer is, well, logos are very vital to your website. They help people recognize your site very easily. They allow your site to look a little bit more professional and also give your website a bit more spiffy look. And now I'm sure you guys have seen hundreds of logos around the web, whether you know it or don't, or not. If you do or don't, if you pull up Google, you can see that they have their logo pretty much smack dab on their front page. YouTube also has one here. The YouTube, they have their logo up here too. So, other than YouTube and Google, basically every other website has one. So, yeah, usually one of the minimal requirements of having a website is usually you will want a logo. Now, building a logo is rather simple, depending on how big it is, the quality, and of course the detail. I'm just going to get into building a basic logo for the false website custom PC world that I'm going to be building these series. So I am not really going to take much time on it other than kind of showing you a few tweaks and looks. So let's get started. I'm going to be using Adobe Photoshop CS5 here, and you guys can pretty much use any other editing program like Paint.net or GIMP. And if there isn't an option in Adobe Photoshop that I will use and there isn't in your program, you might just have to improvise. So I'm going to open up Photoshop here and get started. I am using a Mac, but for Windows this will go pretty much all well for you guys. So I'm going to hit Command New, Control New. I'm going to name this logo Custom, and I'm going to just your logo can pretty much be whatever size you want, but I'm just going to have mine at 200 by 200 pixels. Alright, so here is the base pretty much. If you come into your layers, I'm going to just come delete this lock here. Get rid of that. Now I'm going to just draw a simple background, and as you can see I have my color already selected here. And just for a little tip here, you should probably keep all your colors in a little text document here. So if you come down to your colors switch or your color switcher and get your color picker up, and in this little box here it has your color number. If you Control C or Command copy that and come into your text document here and paste that in there, and I'm going to just have this equals default. Oh, we have a capital Asian. Okay, default blue. Okay, now the reason I'm doing this is so if I use any of these colors in the website that I'm going to be building that this logo will belong to, I can always have the same exact color instead of remembering it on my head. That way my website colors are not going to be a whole thrown out of whack there. So it's not going to be confusing the user and everything looks nice and clean. Anyways, I'm going to do a simple gradient background. Okay, I'm just going to go up. You know what? Let's actually get rid of this. Turn this layer off, and I'm going to come down and create a custom shape tool. If you don't have that, it's probably hiding under your rectangle tool. Custom shape tool, and I'm going to select my world down here. Okay, and I want a color of nice big old black color. Okay, and I'm just going to draw it out, and as you can see it really doesn't fit in. That's okay, because if I just grab, say, a marquee tool or whatever, free transform path, okay, and I'm going to click it to the edges here, Okay, if it doesn't automatically click in, just kind of pull it over it and then come back, and it should click in there. Okay, enter. And then I'm actually going to delete this here. Okay, now I want to fill this in a little bit, so I'm going to hold down my gradient tool and grab my paint bucket. Again, as I want it to fill in with those colors, I'm going to just remember this color here and paste it in there. Okay, I'm going to fill this in here. It's going to ask me to rasterize its shape. I'm going to hit OK. Fill this in here. Hold this inside here. Gives it a nice blue look. Oops. If something happens like that, just hit Command or Control Z. Again, happens. Whoa. Alright, now that is done, I'm going to apply a gradient overlay. Now, to apply a gradient overlay, get rid of that. To apply a gradient overlay in your layers panel, double click the layer, brings up layer styles. Come under gradient overlay. Okay. Now I have mine all set to custom, but you can play around with it, like the opacity. Usually I leave mine until the blue is kind of popping out there. The scale, which is the when the two colors of your gradient meet. I'm just going to kind of put mine way out there, like so. Okay. Now that I'm pleased with that, I'm going to go and add another custom shape, rounded triangle, and let's try up in the radius, because I'm going to kind of create a button shape. So I'm going to come and try a 30 pixels here. Okay, I'm going to drag it just a little across here, and as you can see, it gives you the exact blue that I first started off with. And as you can see, it's not really aligned centrally here. So I'm going to come up and hit my pointer tool. And if I hit Control or Command A, I can select all of this. Alright, I want to change the color to this. So in my color palette, or in my layers palette here, I'm going to click on the color here. And I'm going to select a nice black again. Okay, then I'm going to center it. So click the pointer tool, Command All or Control All, and up in here you can center. I'm going to center it vertically and horizontally. Okay, Command D just selects. Okay, then we're also going to add the gradient overlay to this. Okay, and let's see if inner shadow. Yeah, we're going to have an inner shadow to it too. And gradient overlay. The gradient overlay looks pretty good. So I'm going to leave it where that is at. Well, maybe a little lighter. About right there. Okay. Now to add some text. Create another layer. Grab your text tool. And I would like white, center. Let's see how, Mirrored Pro, Semi-Bold 24. Okay, custom PC. Okay. And align this also. Alright. I'm just going to kind of fiddle around with the size here. Size it up, see how good it looks. Much better. Might as well recenter that too. I'm going to add a gradient overlay to this. Actually, no, I don't think I will. But I'll definitely have the drop shadow. Okay. That way it kind of looks like it's popping out there. Now this logo looks fairly well, actually. So I'm just going to save it. I'm going to save it twice. Once as a PNG and once as a Photoshop file, so I can come back and edit it whenever I want. So Command or Control Shift S saves it as whatever you like, and I'm going to save it on my desktop as my logo and a PNG. The reason why I'm saving it as a PNG is because PNGs are pretty much. Alright, sorry about that. I just had to pause the video. But I know you guys didn't notice, but I paused it. But anyways, what I was saying was that PNG images are very easy to upload to your website because they're very small. They're actually really good quality for what their size is. So I'm going to save my desktop here as logo.png. Save. Yes. Just hit OK. Then Control Shift Save again. And I'm going to save it as a PSD. Okay. Same name. Alright. Close out of Photoshop. Okay. And open up your text edit. You can close this and save it as colors on my desktop. Again. Alright. Got that. Now here's your logo. If you open it up, that's what it's going to look like. Pretty nice, right? So thank you guys for watching this tutorial, and we're going to be using this logo throughout the series, included in footers, headers, maybe pages sometimes. You never know. Everywhere. Anywhere we can place the logo. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is also, since this is the second and third one, will be coming out soon, and I hope you guys will be watching that one once it comes out. So thank you, comment, rate, subscribe.